Pick the things that you like to do, figure out how to incorporate those into your daily life, and then hire people that are great at the things you don't love to hand the rest off to. There's so many resources that we can access to help us that we should be able to find things that make us happy and make the business so fun. And I think keeping it fun keeps us fresh and keeps us alive for the longevity of it instead of feeling like we're stuck in the mud and needing out.
Welcome to the Vacation Rental Show. This is your essential playbook to grow and scale your vacation rental business with advice and insights from the best in the biz. I'm your host, Lynell Gordon. Welcome to the Vacation Rental Show. I'm Lynell Gordon, your host. And this morning I have with me Jennifer Mucha. And Jennifer has been in the business for like 20 years, although she's only 23 years old. It was a very good beginning. But she started with one home in Oregon, right? Mm-hmm. And she has 350 vacation rentals all over the world. And it is so good to have you here this morning. How are things going?
So great. I'm so happy. And I'm so happy to be here.
So tell me about work. What is the biggest challenge that you have faced as a vacation rental manager in growing from one property to 350? I know there are a lot of operational changes, but if you had advice to give people who are just starting out, what would that advice be?
I think it would be to think outside of the box and to grow your business doing the things that make you the happiest. We wear so many hats in this industry. We have so many things that we can take on. We can take on guests, we can take on owners, we can take on operations, we can take on accounting, whatever it is. Pick the things that you like to do, figure out how to incorporate those into your daily life, and then hire people that are great at the things you don't love to hand the rest off to. There's so many resources that we can access to help us that we should be able to find things that make us happy and make the business so fun. And I think keeping it fun keeps us fresh and keeps us alive for the longevity of it instead of feeling like we're stuck in the mud and needing out.
Did you acquire a company to grow that large?
I did. So I started with one home in Sun River, Oregon. Like a lot of people started with one home, it was my home, thought I would try doing it, maybe could do it better than the local companies. And I could. It turned out that not only was I there close to where it was and I could handle it and oversee it and look at the details, but I also had a knack for pricing and had a knack for not marketing as far as like marketing goes that you would traditionally think of, but as far as marketing a vacation rental, how to build it out so that it showed up on search results, which 21 years ago, by the way, is significantly different than today.
That's true. That's totally true.
But going through those kind of processes, I was really good at them. And so right out of the gate, I was able to make significantly more on that one home than all the competitors were making in the market. So over the course of the first few years, I learned how to do that for each home that I would bring on. And then eventually signed up with Streamline so that I could grow the business larger. And then, yes, I did about 10 years in, start buying businesses, which it was fun. I'm glad I did it. I conquered it, but it's not always the best option.
So for those people who are looking to grow their business through acquiring other smaller businesses, maybe in their area, maybe not even in their area, what are the greatest challenges for that in acquiring another property management business?
Yeah, I think there are two. I think that employees are the hardest, probably. It's very hard to have that cultural connection with each person when you aren't in the same state as they are. So I expanded to Hawaii and Palm Springs were the two hardest because, it's a 5.5-hour flight to get to Hawaii, and you are all of a sudden then not able to just show up if they're having a bad day, if they need some help, if something goes wrong, if they just need to see your face more often. So that was very hard. It's hard to just have that true connection. We have better resources now. You can do Zoom calls, you can be face-to-face on video, but it's just not the same as being there, giving them a hug, talking them through whatever it is. Giving somebody grace is so much easier in person than over a video a lot of times. So I think that's a big deal. The second hardest thing is that when you do an acquisition, you're often going broader. So like you're bringing in employees that you haven't picked yourself, knowing what their goals are, if they're really aligned, like really truly digging in and hearing if that's going to work out is pretty complicated in buying a business. So that was a lot of challenge, was that employee. And I guess what happens is if you have an employee that you aren't aligned with, they're the ones that are used to working with the owners, then the owners might not end up as happy. There's a lot of ways to have attrition after you buy a company.
No, for sure. Staff is difficult anyway. It's one of the hardest parts of the business period, but actually having to align with new staff has to be more difficult. The Vacation Rental Show is proud to partner with Lynbrook, the experts in vacation payment solutions. Their comprehensive platform features guest ID, authentication, and mobile wallet support while directly integrating into your reservation system. With decades of experience, Lynbrook provides unmatched expertise in integrated homeowner payments, chargeback mitigation, and fraud protection for both you and your guests. Contact them online at lynbrookgroup.com to learn more. Tell me about the challenges of different destinations where, because you said Hawaii, I think the attributes or the amenities that are necessary to make a successful business in Hawaii are different than the ones in Bend, Oregon, or, in that area. So how difficult is that to pivot your marketing, or did you inherit marketing teams?
We've never inherited marketing teams. I was thinking about marketing this morning. It's not my favorite. So that was why I caveated that comment about I'm really good at marketing because I know what needs to go out there, but I'm not a marketing expert at all. So we did not inherit any marketers. I had an in-house person that did marketing for years. That helped a lot. You have to kind of have somebody that has just an eye for like what might need to come out, what might need to be published, kind of giving you a brand and a look and a feel to your company. I think that was super important to get out there. Nowadays, you can do a lot of that with your website and then just pull out from your website that look and feel. So if you get one thing designed right, but I've used a lot of fractional marketing people over the years because I think that has ended up being most efficient for us because we can say, here's our website. We love the way it looks. We spend the time to build that out and put a lot of our personality into it. And then they can pull out of that and see what it feels like, and push that out to the public. So I think fractional is the way to go a lot of times.
I think that's right for several different reasons in business. Number one, I found that having a marketing team, which I've had, it gets stale after a while. It really does. So being able to move things around and having contractors, and there are a lot of people out there in our business now that do that. I'm thinking of lots of people that have just come to do that. So let's give a plug out to Annie. Just saying, because she just started her own company doing that, because I know a lot of property management companies that outsource their marketing, and having that outsourced marketing team, whether it's, fractional or whether it's truly outsourced and contracted, it's very efficient and it seems to be successful in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
So the hardest part of growing would be,
I think the geography is probably the hardest thing. You can control a lot. You can't control geography. You can't control how far that is out. So if you grow organically, you can grow in specific ways and work with your team to talk to the owners in specific ways. If you want to control pricing, you can control pricing. If you want to control your culture, you can do that. You can't control how far it is away and how long it takes to get there. So I think that's probably, it's like, what is it? Location in real estate? It's
location. Yeah.
Yes. It's the same kind of a thing with a business. I think that's just the hardest thing. You can't control it. You have to fit into that road to get there.
So guys, if you're looking to grow and maybe even in different destinations, Jennifer, would you be willing for people to reach out to you?
Absolutely.
How would they reach you?
LinkedIn's great. I'm on there all the time, and it will email me also. So that's a great way to find me.
Okay. So last name is spelled Mucha, guys. So just if you are looking to grow your vacation rental business, Jennifer is a great resource. She's very much a mentor in the industry, and she's always willing to help. And so guys, if you want to grow your business and you have any questions about culture or marketing or just simply growth in your business, reach out to Jennifer. Thank you so much for being with me. I really appreciate it, as always.
Thank you for having me. And I'm so glad we're here in this beautiful place in Florida.
It is gorgeous.
It's amazing.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
This episode of the Vacation Rental Show was brought to you by Lynbrook. To find out more about how Lynbrook Group can help grow your vacation rental business, visit lynbrookgroup.com. Make sure to search for The Vacation Rental Show in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, or anywhere else podcasts are found, and hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. On behalf of the team at Inhabit, thanks for listening.